basically a form of a citizen journalist here in Australia, South Australia to be exact. And for the longest time, I just feel things aren't correct. Sometimes you hear things in the media that don't sound quite right, or, the old saying, don't believe everything you read. Or in this case, read on X or consume on YouTube, for example. Now, this came into my feed, and I'm surprised not more people in Australia are paying attention to this, because it brings into question some aspects of the mainstream media, literally, and it affects people's logic when they tell everyone else they heard it on the news. Because what if, God forbid, the news doesn't get it right? Now, I won't say too much more on here. That was brilliant English. On YouTube, because YouTube tends to, I know, for whatever reason, it thinks it's doing the right thing by censoring everyone into oblivion, like it did with some certain outbreaks. And if you have certain opinions about XYZ, maybe it's not favorable. I'm not sure, but what I will do, I'll continue this discussion on Rumble, but leaving it here on YouTube, I'll basically point this out because I think more people in Australia really need to hear this and just understand the facts, the actual facts. I'll put a link to this article here from the Daily Wire. The heading is Court says media outlets defamed conservative economist, orders them to pay massive settlement. I'm not hearing this anywhere else. Like there's no, I don't turn on the TV, I don't watch too much news, to be honest, but I'm not seeing any of my feeds, and I follow X and follow all the news outlets to see what's going on, in my state, in my country. Their version of events, and also maybe have a look at Peter Schiff's actual Twitter account. Maybe go back and watch this particular YouTube and read this context, for context. Read this these paragraphs here. It's very interesting. I was fascinated by this whole topic. And then also this particular podcast. Again, have a read, have a listen in depth. If that's the least you want to do, just do those things I would suggest, and then that way you too can become a more informed citizenry, which is what Australia and the world needs, to stop things like a tyrannical government, for instance, taking us all over in the extreme, or even facts being hidden from us. If informed citizens bring this to the light, they cannot hide in the shadows. So again, free speech signing out, and thank you. And if you want to have a look at what I want to talk about, go have a look at Rumble, because for some reason they may allow and push me a little bit more in the algorithm than YouTube will. All right, thank you for tuning in, and I'll sign out for now.